The Journey to Spiritual Awakening, Unlocking the Mysteries of Jesus' Teachings and the Pineal Gland, Christ Consciousness. The journey to spiritual awakening is an intimate and transformative path that invites us to explore the deepest mysteries of our existence. For many, Jesus was not only a spiritual master but also a guide who, through his teachings, presented a map to access the soul's true potential. His words transcended the surface. He spoke in symbols, metaphors, and lessons filled with universal truths hidden within subtle layers of meaning. When we think of Jesus' teachings, it's easy to associate them with religiosity or doctrine, but his message went beyond borders. He didn't speak solely to one people or one era. His words echo through time, inviting all beings to an elevated state of consciousness where the separation between the human and the divine disappears. He showed us that the connection with God is not exclusive to a select group but a state of unity accessible to any soul willing to walk the path of self-knowledge and love. Within this journey lies a portal that many remain unaware of, the pineal gland. Located at the center of the brain, it is far more than a physical organ. It is a link between the material world and higher realms. Many spiritual traditions recognize it as the all-seeing eye or the third eye, an energetic center connecting us to cosmic consciousness. When activated, it allows us to transcend the limitations of the rational mind and access higher dimensions of perception. Jesus often referred to this ability to see beyond the material, indicating that spiritual awakening begins within us, with the opening of this inner channel. Christ consciousness, which Jesus exemplified, is not merely a doctrine or belief. It is a state of being where we experience life as a direct expression of the divine. In this state, there is no separation between self and universe, between individual and collective. It is a consciousness of unity, unconditional love, and service. Jesus embodied this truth in his life and actions, demonstrating that it is possible to live aligned with divine essence even amid the world's challenges. This journey of awakening is not linear. It is a process that demands courage to look within, humility to recognize our limitations, and determination to transcend the barriers of the ego. The ego often convinces us that we are separate from the whole, creating the illusion that we must compete, accumulate, or protect ourselves. Jesus taught the opposite. True strength lies in detachment, humility, and the ability to forgive. He showed us that overcoming the ego doesn't mean denying it but transcending it, allowing the light of love and compassion to shine through us. As we walk this path, the activation of the pineal gland becomes an essential aspect. It is the portal that connects us to Christ consciousness, enabling us to experience life from a higher perspective. Its activation doesn't happen magically or instantly. It is a daily practice, a commitment to aligning our body, mind, and spirit. When we dedicate time to meditation, conscious breathing, and quieting the mind, we begin to open this portal and perceive the world in a new light. This light, both in a physical and spiritual sense, is a central symbol in Jesus' teachings. When he said, "I am the light of the world," he was not speaking solely about himself but about the divine light that resides in all of us. It is the same light that guides us in moments of darkness, inspires us to love and forgive, and reminds us of our eternal connection to the divine. This light is the essence of Christ consciousness, and we all have the ability to access it. Jesus' teachings are both simple and deeply enigmatic. He spoke in parables, short stories that at first glance seemed like everyday lessons but, upon deeper examination, revealed a wisdom that transcends the limits of time and space. These parables were like spiritual seeds planted in the hearts of those who heard them. Each carried a hidden meaning, waiting for the right moment to bloom in the consciousness of those ready to understand. One powerful example is found in Matthew 6 verse 22. If your eye is single, your whole body will be full of light. At first glance, this may seem like a moral or ethical reference, but when we delve deeper into its layers of meaning, we see it points to something much greater. That single eye can be understood as the third eye, symbolizing the pineal gland and the spiritual clarity it provides. This verse suggests that when we align our inner vision with divine light, our entire being is illuminated. Jesus, like other great spiritual masters, understood that spiritual awakening is an internal process. He showed us that transformation begins within us, in how we see the world and, more importantly, how we see ourselves. That single eye represents the spiritual vision that transcends appearances and recognizes the divine essence in everything and everyone. It is this vision that allows us to access the light within and radiate it to the world. Another profound teaching is found in John 7 verse 38. Whoever believes in me, as Scripture has said, rivers of living water will flow from within them. Here, Jesus is not merely speaking of belief but of the activation of an inner energy that connects us to the divine. Then rivers of living water symbolize the life force, the spiritual energy that flows through us when we are aligned with our highest essence. This energy is not something external we must seek. It already resides within us, waiting to be awakened. Jesus used these metaphors to remind us that we are much more than physical bodies or rational minds. He taught us that we are spiritual beings, connected to a greater universe and endowed with unlimited potential. But he also knew that not everyone was ready to understand these truths. That's why his parables were deliberately enigmatic, offering layers of meaning that could only be unveiled by those ready to see beyond the surface. The parables of Jesus are not just ancient stories, they are tools for spiritual awakening. When we read his teachings with an open heart and a receptive mind, we are invited to connect with the universal wisdom they contain. These messages are like keys that can unlock doors to higher dimensions of consciousness, where we find not only answers but also a profound sense of peace and unity. Additionally, Jesus often emphasized the importance of light as a symbol of clarity, truth, and divine connection. He said, "You are the light of the world," Matthew 5 verse 14, a reminder that we all have the capacity to shine with divine light. He invited us to let our light shine, not for recognition, but to inspire others to find their own light. This call is timeless and universal, resonating with the message that enlightenment is not the privilege of a few but a potential accessible to all who seek truth with sincerity. These esoteric teachings of Jesus show us that the spiritual journey is one of opening and receptivity. They invite us to abandon external distractions and turn our attention inward, where the portal to divine consciousness resides. When we look at these teachings with fresh eyes, we see they are not merely religious lessons but practical guides for self-knowledge and transformation. The pineal gland, often regarded as the third eye, serves as a bridge to these deeper states of consciousness, making the teachings of Christ not just inspirational but also profoundly actionable. Jesus taught us to overcome the ego not through struggle or suppression but through love and surrender. He demonstrated through his actions and words that true strength lies in humility, forgiveness, and serving others. He showed us that by letting go of attachment to our egoic identities, we become pure channels for divine light. This is the heart of Christ consciousness, living not for personal gain but as an expression of love flowing from the divine into the world. When we transcend the ego, something miraculous happens. We begin to see the divine in everything and everyone. Every person, every situation, every moment becomes an opportunity to experience God's presence. We start acting not from fear or need, but from love and compassion. This state of being transforms not only our perception but also our reality because, as we elevate our vibration, we attract experiences that reflect the light and love we are radiating. Christ consciousness is not a state we achieve once and for all. It is a continuous practice, a daily commitment to live in alignment with the divine. It means choosing love over fear, compassion over judgment, and unity over separation. This path requires courage because it challenges us to let go of everything we think we are to discover who we truly are. However, what makes this journey so powerful is that it is not just about us. When we access Christ consciousness, our elevated state of being impacts those around us. Our energy becomes a beacon, inspiring others to seek their own light. This is how personal transformation becomes collective transformation, lifting the entire world. The activation of the pineal gland is an essential step to access higher states of consciousness, such as Christ consciousness. This process is not just a physical event but also a spiritual one, involving harmonious integration of mind, body, and soul. When the pineal gland is activated, it functions as a portal to higher dimensions, allowing us to experience levels of perception that transcend the boundaries of material reality. Specific practices can help unlock and purify the pineal gland, preparing it to function as a true center for divine connection. Meditation is one of the most powerful practices for activating the pineal gland. During meditation, focusing on the third eye, the area between the eyebrows, can help stimulate this energetic region. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position with your spine straight and close your eyes. Take deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth, allowing your mind to calm and your body to relax. With a quiet mind, visualize a bright point of light at the center of your third eye. Imagine this light expanding with each breath, illuminating your mind and connecting you to a higher energy. As you focus, you may feel a slight tingling or warmth in this area, signs that energy is flowing. Continue this practice for 10 to 20 minutes, letting your deep focus strengthen your connection to the pineal gland. Certain sound frequencies, such as 432 Hz and 528 Hz, are known to stimulate deep relaxation and promote the harmonization of the pineal gland. These frequencies are considered healing because they resonate with the universe's natural vibrations. You can listen to these frequencies during meditation or simply while relaxing. A powerful practice is using mantras like Om, which vibrates at a universal frequency of spiritual connection. Reciting or listening to this sound creates a resonance that can unlock and activate the pineal gland. Imagine the sound reverberating inside your head, reaching the center of the gland and awakening its latent energy. Pineal gland calcification is a common obstacle to its activation. This process occurs due to exposure to toxins, especially fluoride, found in drinking water and hygiene products. To detoxify the pineal gland, consider reducing consumption of products containing fluoride and adopting a diet rich in foods that promote bodily cleansing, such as citrus fruits, garlic, chlorella, and spirulina. Another powerful ally in pineal gland purification is sunlight. Moderate exposure to natural light stimulates the production of melatonin and serotonin, hormones that not only regulate sleep but also play a crucial role in spiritual health. In the morning or late afternoon, spend a few minutes absorbing natural light, visualizing it entering your third eye and re-energizing your pineal gland. Breath work serves as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. Deep breathing practices can help release energetic blockages and activate the pineal gland. A simple technique is alternate nostril breathing, known as Nadi Shodhana in yogic tradition. To practice, sit comfortably and use your right thumb to close your right nostril. Inhale slowly and deeply through your left nostril, then use your ring finger to close your left nostril and exhale through the right. Continue alternating for several minutes, keeping your focus on the breath. This practice balances the brain's hemispheres, increasing mental clarity and fostering a receptive state for pineal activation. Visualization is a powerful tool to unlock the pineal gland's potential. Imagine the gland surrounded by golden light, gently vibrating and radiating energy throughout your body. Visualize this light expanding, connecting you to the universe and the divine. During this process, practice gratitude. Give thanks for the opportunity to explore your spiritual potential and for the wisdom you are receiving. Gratitude raises your vibration, creating an energetic field conducive to pineal activation. Beyond physical toxins, negative energies and limiting thoughts also block spiritual activation. Practice mindfulness to observe your thoughts and emotions, avoiding rumination on fears or worries. Surround yourself with people and environments that elevate your energy, allowing your vibration to remain high and aligned. Pineal activation is not a one-time event but a continuous process. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine ensures your spiritual connection remains strong. Even small moments of meditation or conscious breathing can make a significant difference over time. When practiced consistently and intentionally, these techniques create an internal environment where the pineal gland can thrive. It becomes not just a physical center but a portal to divine consciousness, allowing you to live in alignment with your highest essence. Light is one of the most profound and symbolic elements in the spiritual journey. From ancient sacred texts to contemporary teachings, light is presented as a guide, a symbol of clarity, wisdom, and divine connection. In Christian tradition, Jesus declared, "I am the light of the world," John 8 verse 12, a statement that transcends its direct religious application. Light is not just physical but spiritual, and its connection to the pineal gland is a key to accessing higher dimensions of consciousness. Physical light plays a crucial role in the health of the pineal gland. As a regulator of the circadian rhythm, the pineal gland responds to light and darkness to produce melatonin, the hormone that governs sleep. When we expose ourselves to sunlight in the morning, we are not only resetting our biological clocks but also nourishing the pineal gland. This connection between external light and the body's internal functioning reflects the broader interaction between the physical universe and the spiritual realm. Just as we need light to see in the material plane, we need spiritual light to navigate the plane of consciousness. but spiritual light goes beyond what our eyes can perceive. It is often described as a divine energy that guides the soul on its journey of self-discovery and awakening. This light does not come from outside, it emanates from within. It is the light that shines when we connect with our essence, transcend the ego, and align with the divine. In many spiritual traditions, this inner light is associated with the third eye and, consequently, the pineal gland. The relationship between light and consciousness can be seen as a cycle. As we expand our consciousness, we become more receptive to divine light, and as we embrace this light, it illuminates our perception, allowing us to see the world and ourselves more clearly. The pineal gland is the focal point of this process, translating spiritual light into experiences we can integrate into daily life. Metaphorically, light also represents the clarity that arises when we connect to truth. In moments of darkness, periods of doubt, fear, or disconnection, light appears as a reminder that there is always a path, a direction. This light not only dispels the shadows but also calls us to something greater, to a state of consciousness where everything makes sense. When Jesus said, "If your eye is good, your whole body will be full of light," Matthew 6 verse 22, he was inviting us to cultivate a spiritual perception that aligns us with divine light. The good eye is not just about how we see the world but how we choose to interpret it. If our eyes are guided by compassion, wisdom, and love, our entire being will resonate with the energy of light.